What is up, good people? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And right now I'm about to react to 17's new mini album, 17th Heaven. The aesthetic of this and the concept of this being like a festival and just a big celebration, I am really looking forward to seeing what they have with this. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna get right into it with the first song. So the first song is SOS and it's produced by Marshmello. I mean, I don't know too much about him. Like, I've heard like a few songs of him here and there, but he's definitely one heck of a producer, like an EDM producer, and you know, his signature look. Yeah, I'm about to get right into this. Okay, was not expecting this speed up on the beat. I'm your friend. Wait, is this whole song in English? This part right here. Yeah, I think the song is in like all English. Tomorrow's a brighter day. Just hit the SOS? Is that what I'm saying? I'll be waiting because I'm your friend. An English song with this album, I was not expecting that, but definitely big ups to 17 for doing that. It was produced by someone who's from North America. I can't remember where Marshmello's from. I feel like it's kind of expected to hear, maybe not like all English, but definitely like a bilingual song. But you know, it was in full English. I really liked the part where it really sped up with the tempo and it was almost kind of just like adrenaline rush. Hearing like their vocals on this, especially of course DK and Seungwon, this as an opener definitely to something where the concept is, like I said, like a big festival and celebration. This is very much appropriate. The Western and the K-pop mixing together. It's really good for 17 and really good for Marshmello to collide both of their worlds for a song like this. I'm skipping God of Music because I already heard that song, so you can go check out my reaction to that. Now we're gonna go straight to Diamond Days. So when I see Diamond, I'm already thinking about Shining Diamond for some reason, but we're gonna see what this is about. Slip into the diamond life. Sounds kind of funky and groovy. Okay. A little bit of auto-tune? That run? You better sing someone. Is that Uji? I'm getting like a mixture of like EDM and funk. All right. I'm liking this part, like where it's like very like staccato and like broken up. Like some sort of Morse code at the end. I don't know, I just heard a bunch of beeping and that could have been Morse code for something. I don't know. You know what? The fact that it was very groovy and funk sounding with a little bit of EDM, it kind of reminded me of Lunch by Busoksu. Okay, listen, to this day, I don't know what song Lunch reminds me of, but it reminds me of an old song, just very funky and just you're out on the dance floor having a great time, and that's what reminded me of too. Of course, Diamond Days, and I just said Shining Diamond, and then the very beginning it was slipped into the Diamond Life, like a callback to their debut album. The vocalists like DK, Seungwon, Uji, I heard Junghan and Joshua in there too a little bit. Everybody else, and the way how that one part of the chorus is just very like staccato and broken up, you were just so captivated by it, mixing the old with the new, like old, like how I said, with the funk and the groovy feel to it, and then slip into the Diamond Life from their very first album. It's a full circle moment. That's all I got from it right now. Their vocals were good. I can't wait to listen to that with headphones. Like, I'm sure like just hearing that one part of the chorus, like it's just going to get stuck in my brain and I'm going to feel it in my soul and the rest of my body. All right, we're getting into the unit songs now. The first unit song is Back to Back, Back to Back, Back to Back by Performance Unit. What type of techno? Makeup? Dino. Hoshi. June. This sounds like old techno music. That falsetto. Imagine this with headphones. There's a lot going on with this song. I can see a dance break here. Oh my gosh. The techno, the EDM is real. From the start, it was already intriguing enough. Here comes the techno, almost kind of like that orthodox techno. The vocals on here, like that one part where they were just like holding like long notes. Performance unit. Performance unit. Like, is it that serious? I'm almost stunned by that. Like, I don't even know how to feel. Well, I mean, I did feel good listening to it, but it's just the fact that like it was just a lot going on in that song. They managed it very well. This is definitely a song where the headphones will definitely have to be put on, but I feel like you might be overstimulated with a beat like that. But I mean that in the best regards, do not get me wrong. Wow. Performance unit, back to back. The next song is Monster by Hip Hop Unit. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this song. I'm about to see what hip hop team is talking about with this. And the fact that, of course, it's only 2.5 minutes long. Sounds kind of scary. Yeah, sounds like a Halloween movie. What? This part? And then you? Coops. Okay. Vernon. Yo, this was perfect for this time of the year. The doorbells. I don't know who thought about releasing the song like later, like in the year, like around like Halloween time, but I mean they were obviously told that and they were like, yeah, let's put a Halloween-esque song together. It started with almost kind of like this creepy, scary music, and then you just heard like some doorbells ringing, the na-na-nas and the hook. Something that screamed Halloween. I feel like there's not enough Halloween type songs in K-pop, at least in recent years, because I know like second gen they had like their fair share of like Halloween stuff, and maybe like early third gen. And the hip hop beat, pretend like you're in a car with like your friends, you're just riding around and just nodding your heads like this and going around and seeing all the trick-or-treaters trying to go to whatever like Halloween party you're trying to go to or whatever. They embodied the entire ambiance of Halloween with this one. The auto-tune and like some of the parts, the way how Vernon started off with like where the goblins at, I was like, wow. Hip Hop Unit definitely delivered with that. No, what I feel like what could have happened, now this probably won't happen because, you know, 17th have a lot on their plate right now, but I feel like they should make like a special video where like not just hip-hop team, but 17 as a whole, they should make a special video with this song and Halloween costumes with like a bunch of like Halloween decor like around the room or something. But yeah, just like a special little video. But again, it's probably not gonna happen. All right, this is vocal unit song Yawn. It's the longest song on the album, so I'm expecting this to be a ballad. The piano! Oh, like a soft guitar. Is that Joshua? Seonghan. Sungwon. DK. Uchi. Do I hear some violins in the back? Is someone singing in the background? The way how it's called Yawn, and maybe not the entire song, but definitely the beginning and the end, it sounded like a lullaby almost. I don't know what they mean by yawn. I don't know if this is like a sad love song or if it doesn't pertain to love at all. I'm not too sure. I'm definitely going to read the lyrics to that one. This is vocal unit we're talking about. As soon as I saw that it was a 4-minute song, I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely going to be singing on this. Like, they're going to be singing. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to hit you in the heart. It's almost going to make you reminisce about maybe like a certain past memory. The instruments were a great way to showcase whatever emotions they're trying to convey with this song. Calm at first, everything in between. It was very daring, but in a very emotional way. It was 4 minutes, but why did it seem like it was kind of short? Like, I feel like as soon as I pressed play, like, of course, like, I was listening to it, but then all of a sudden, like, before I knew it, it ended. But, I mean, it's 4 minutes, so yeah, it definitely did what it had to do in terms of, like, the length. This is vocal unit. This is what they do. This is what they do best. You feel a lot of emotions from their voices alone, but then when you put it with some emotional music, tornado of emotions. We're at the last song now, which is Headliner. Oh, I can hear this being played at a festival. That was a switch up with voices. This reminds me of like 2000s like pop rock. You're my headliner. Something about this reminded me of some sort of variation of Imperfect Love by vocal unit. I guess maybe the tempo, or maybe like the key, maybe some sort of key change with this, but I don't know, something about it reminded me of Imperfect Love. Yeah, like I said, I can hear this at festivals. Getting towards the end of a set of like this big long festival, and we're finally coming to a close, and you know, we're thanking people, we're bowing, and we're just going around and just looking at everybody, waving at people goodbye. It really did feel like we were going through this big celebratory festival with this album. The way how we're ending with Headliner, you know, of course 17 are no strangers to headlining stuff. I don't know what the lyrics are. I can just sense from their voices this feeling of being proud and just happy that you are in this moment. You might feel emotional because, you know, it might be the end of something like a festival that you're probably very excited to go to. Being very happy that you got to live in the moment, you got to witness something as big as whatever festival that you're at, or in this case 17. An appropriate ending song, you know, you have this song that is, like I said, kind of reminiscent of like pop rock, I guess, but like older pop rock with a sentimental feel. And yeah, just hearing their voices was a good way to showcase, oh, this is the end, but be proud and be happy that you got to witness this. We are finally at the end of the album. Like I said, this was definitely reminiscent and embodied this feeling of being at a festival, like just starting with SOS and then going through every song and then ending with Headliner. A day of this big festival that will forever live in your memory. The experience was pretty much once in a lifetime. I remember when the concept teaser came out and it was like building a festival. I just got so excited because the way how the aesthetics were, of course I'm not picky when it comes to 17 doing rough, tough, and intense concepts versus them doing lighter, more refreshing, and brighter concepts, but something about them doing the more lighter, bright, colorful, and refreshing concepts. I said this in my God of Music reaction, like you just can't go wrong with them when they do songs that lean more towards the cheerful side, because you know it's what they debuted with, you know, all the concepts they did during their rookie years and throughout the time that they've been idols. But then along the way they have shown that they can do more darker and rougher and more intense stuff too. But the lighter side is the side that made me fall in love with 17. And you know what, now that I think about it, I feel like they've kind of been doing this balance of best of both worlds concepts that are like on two different ends of the spectrum for like the past few years now. I mean, if you want to get technical, maybe ever since 2019, because I know early 2019 was Home, and Home, I mean, it's not colorful, but it's definitely sentimental, and it was a heartwarming ode to their fans. And speaking of an ode, you know, later that year was an ode, and we all know the title track of that song was very dark. So the next year in 2020 they had Left and Right, and then they had Home Run. Now Home Run is not dark, but just the way how the aesthetic was and the color scheme, and also like the filter of like the music video, like it was not your summertime fun like Left and Right was. Next year it was Ready to Love and Rock With You, and Rock With You is really emotional. The aesthetic was very much like a pop rock tease, maybe not too much with the clothing. The song was very pop rock, and everything that they wore during that era when it came to promotions, like it was something that was of course very appropriate for the year. But if you just think about it in terms of Ready to Love, you know, Ready to Love was of course perfect for summer, and then Rock With You was perfect for the middle of the fall. And then the next year it was Hot and World, two very contrasting concepts, and now we're here in 2023 with super traditional mixed with a club sound. Now we're here with 17th Heaven, where God of Music is just very cheerful, and it's all about unity and coming together, and just hearing this album very much a 180 from FML. So yeah, they have pretty much mastered balancing and giving you both sides of themselves. You got power mixed with strength, and then you have the comforting and more cheerful side from them. They have pretty much like worked their way up to that, so they can be well balanced. Like, it's definitely a good job on them. I really do hope they had a great time putting this album together, because it really is reminiscent of a festival, spending time with your friends, branding this moment in your memory for the rest of your life. It's almost kind of like a life lesson almost. Like, you definitely should celebrate the moments where you are happy, and that was what they were talking about in the FML concept teaser. Our happiness is important and it's very precious, and we definitely need to have our moments where we can express our happiness and to not be ashamed of it. I don't know if that's the case with this album, but you know, I just like to kind of pick apart and think deeper with some concepts. But that's all I got from it right now. Like, the album was good. Like I said, a big 180 from FML. I can't say whether I prefer this album over FML right now, because I literally just heard it and I need to let the album age, you feel me? But yeah, great album. This is their 11th mini album. Like, they really have come so far in their career, and the fact that they are still here together, all 13 of them, to celebrate a moment like this in their career, it's very commendable. I hope they're happy and proud of this project, because I definitely am happy and proud of them. They showed us 17th Heaven with this. If you stayed until the end of this reaction, I really do appreciate you. If you like this reaction, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Comment down below your thoughts on any of the songs on this album, what your favorite song was, any moments that stood out to you, any theories you have on some songs, or just the album as a whole. On that note, I'm out. Bye!